talk about something else here real quick.
Okay.
A lot of the soldiers we're talking to, we ask about care packages and letters. What would you say to the American people, because you're all going to be here for a while,
right.
okay, to continue to supporting all of you?
Well, for me, I'm a coffee drinker. So I always tell my family, send me coffee. But care packages and letters, they have the same effect today as they did in the Vietnam War, as they did in the first Gulf War, as they did in the Korean War, as they did in World War I and World War II. I mean, that when you get a letter, when you get a package from home, and it doesn't matter if it's from your relatives or someone you don't even know, I mean, that just puts a smile on a service member's face. And it's always good because you open it up, it's almost like Christmas, whether there's candies or there's toiletries or there's movies. And in my case, if there's coffee, I'm happy. Because nothing's wrong with Army coffee here, but I'll tell you, I always like Starbucks or some of the other stuff. That's right.
Starbucks is getting a lot of plugs out here.
Well, some of the things you love at home, you really do. So I would say keep the care packages coming. They're great. When you're in an environment like this, it's not always going out there on patrol and going on missions. There's some times where you get a chance to relax, chill out with your partners, with your colleagues, and having a chance either to throw a movie in or just sit around and talk or play some games, throw some cards, and that's always good. So keep the care packages going, keep the letters of encouragement going. That always helps out. It's great for morale, and quite frankly, all the troops love it.
What about supporting the families back home, because they're serving too?
I'll tell you, this is my third deployment, and that's easy for me. My wife and two kids, they are really the unsung heroes, because what they do is they give up their dad or their mom for a year, and that spouse and those children basically have to take on some of the responsibilities that spouse left behind. And of course, distance, it's always tough. Thank goodness for the internet. We're able to communicate, and Skype is always great. But those folks at home, I would rather have my countrymen, my fellow citizens reach out to my families at home and say, hey, if you ever need anything, we're here to help you out, because they need the support. Right. They really do. It's tough. It's really tough on the families. I always tell my wife, hey, I got it easy, but she's the one that's got to keep the home, fires burning, making sure the car's running, making sure the bills are paid, making sure all the repairs are done. So she does all of that. And that's a lot to do. At the same time, when you have little ones going to school and you got to get them ready, you got to do homework, et cetera, et cetera. So, I'd put a shout out to all American citizens. It's great that you honor us. I'm so grateful for the support we get from you. But don't forget the families left behind, because they every night they're always thinking about you, and they're not having a tough time, but it's not easy. It's not easy. So, reach out to those families in your neighborhood, your next door neighbor, and just give them a hug and tell them you're with them.
Absolutely. Speaking of family, look in the camera.
Okay.
Please say hi to your family and friends back home.
I want to say hello to my beautiful wife, Roz, and my lovely son, Tommy, and my daughter, Emily, back at Carlisle, Pennsylvania, home of the Army War College, where they're still there after I finished graduate school, or the Army War College. I came off to Afghanistan. I just want to say I love you very much. I miss you, and I'm doing great, and I'll keep talking to you on Skype. Love you. Bye.
Thank you very much for your service to our country.
No, thank you. It's a pleasure.
I'm going to talk to you in a few minutes here.
All right, thanks.
Folks, I want to say thank you again for watching another great interview, another great video from here in Afghanistan with our men and women serving our country, but also the people here in Afghanistan. And a couple things. Again, I want to thank Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University for making this trip possible. It's embryriddle.edu. I probably wouldn't be here if they hadn't offered to help. And also Mark Lydon, who wrote the book Veterans Do This Get Hired, DoThisGetHired.com, who introduced me to Embry-Riddle. Now, as far as helping us get these stories out, get these videos out, everything goes on YouTube. Everything goes on Facebook. So go to TalkingWithHeroes.com, click on the YouTube link and the Facebook link. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, all you have to do is click share. And these videos go on your YouTube page and your Facebook page. So help us get these stories out to millions of people across the country. So we'll be back with more from Afghanistan on TalkingWithHeroes.com.